trust you, don't I? That's why I'm asking. You're not hiding anything from me, are you? It's just, there's been a strange energy around you. Something feels different. I've seen how you look at others, the way you laugh with them. It's subtle, but I noticed. It's almost as if you're letting someone else take your attention, your energy. But I'm sure that's not it. You'd never do that to me, right? You've been so important to me. I've always looked out for you, protected you. I've given you everything I have. My time, my thoughts, my care. I've made sure you're safe, that you're never alone when you need someone. I've built all of this for us, you know, and I've always trusted you. I've always believed that you wouldn't betray me. But lately, I can't help but wonder, do you realize how much you mean to me? You have my entire heart, my loyalty, and yet, I can't shake the feeling that maybe, just maybe, you're slipping away. I've been patient, I've been calm, but you can see, can't you? I've started to doubt. You haven't given me a reason to, but you've left things unsaid. Things I can't quite place, but they've been there, lingering. Tell me you're still mine. Tell me I'm not imagining this, that everything is okay, that I'm not overthinking. Because if I am, well, I want to believe that. You say I'm being paranoid, but I can't help it. When something feels off, I have to investigate. That's just who I am. I don't like surprises. I don't like the idea that something could be happening right under my nose, and I wouldn't know about it. You've been slipping away, little by little, and I can feel it. I notice the way you smile when you talk to them, the way your voice softens, how you laugh a little too easily. It's strange, isn't it? Because you used to look at me that way. We used to share that warmth, that connection. But now, it's different. You don't look at me the same way anymore. I don't think you even notice it. You might think I'm overreacting, but trust me, I'm not. I've seen the signs. I'm not just imagining this. And I know you don't want to hurt me. I know you never meant for things to change, but they have. And I can't ignore that. I've given you everything, all my trust, all my care. I've been there for you when no one else would be. And now, all I'm asking for is reassurance. Just tell me. Tell me you're still here. Tell me you haven't strayed. Because I need to know that. I can't keep going like this, feeling like I'm losing you bit by bit. You say you're loyal, but I need more than words. Actions speak louder than anything. Show me, prove it to me, and I'll believe you. All I want is your loyalty. Isn't that what we agreed on, just you and me? Always. I'm not angry, I promise. It's just that I care about you so much. I can't help but feel like I'm losing something, like I'm losing you. It scares me. You've become so important to me, and if you're slipping away, I need to know. I've made sacrifices for us, for this relationship. I've put everything I have into making sure you feel loved, safe, secure. Maybe that's why it hurts so much when I feel like you're slipping. I've always been there for you, haven't I? I've done everything in my power to make sure you're happy. And all I've ever asked for in return is loyalty, trust. It's not a huge demand, right? Just knowing that I'm your person. Knowing that when you're with me, you're truly with me, and no one else. I just need you to understand why this is so important to me. You might think I'm overreacting, but I can't help it. I can't stand the thought of you giving pieces of yourself to someone else. You're mine, and I'm yours. That's how it's supposed to be. And I'm not trying to control you. I'm not trying to trap you. I just want to know that you're as committed to this as I am, that we're in this together, that when things get tough, you won't turn away from me. You don't have to prove anything to me with words. I'm asking you to show me. Show me that you're still here, still with me, and that there's no one else who could ever replace me. I just want to feel like I'm the only one that matters to you. Because I need you to know you are the only one that matters to me. I've always believed in us, in what we share. That's why this is so hard for me. I don't want to feel like I'm asking for too much, but I need to know that I matter to you, that my loyalty to you hasn't gone unnoticed. It's not just about the big gestures or the things I do for you. It's about the quiet moments, the trust we've built. And right now, it feels like I'm losing that trust, like something is slipping through my fingers. You say I'm overthinking, that everything's fine. But if everything were fine, I wouldn't be here questioning you, would I? You'd be telling me that I have nothing to worry about, that I'm your one and only. And maybe I'm asking for reassurance. But can you blame me? I just need to hear you say it. Say that I'm the one you want, that you're not going anywhere, that you'll never leave me behind. I've given you everything. My time, my patience, my heart, and I've never asked for anything in return. But now, when I look at you, I just need to know you're still mine, right? You haven't changed your mind. You haven't started looking at someone else the way you look at me, right? I need that certainty, that peace of mind. It's not about controlling you or trapping you. I just want us to be real. I want you to be real with me. I've always been honest with you, even when it was hard. And all I ask is that you do the same. Tell me you're still here. Tell me you're still loyal, that I'm not just a phase in your life. Because if I'm being honest, if I'm not sure of that, I don't know how much longer I can keep pretending everything's fine. I can't help but wonder if there's something I've missed. Maybe you've been too subtle for me to notice. I try to convince myself that it's nothing, but deep down, I can feel it. The fear that you might not feel the same way about me anymore. The thought that maybe you found someone else who can give you what I can't. And that thought terrifies me. I've given you everything I could offer. You've seen that, right? The way I've protected you. The way I've cared for you. Made sure no harm could come your way. I've been your shield, your constant. I've never asked for much in return. Just a simple promise that you would always stay with me. That we would always be together. But now, I'm starting to doubt that promise. Tell me I'm wrong, please. I just want to hear you say that I've been imagining this all, that you're still mine, that nothing has changed. But when I look into your eyes, I can't help but wonder if you're telling me the truth, or if there's something you're keeping hidden. I can feel it in the air, the distance that wasn't there before. It's so small, but it's enough to make me question everything. I'm not saying you've done anything wrong, but how do I know you're still here, with me? You've been so distant lately. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I'm losing you. I don't want to lose you. All I ask is that you show me. Show me that you're still loyal, still here, still mine. You're the only one I care about, and I need to know that I'm the only one for you. I'm sorry if I've made you feel like I don't trust you. That's not it at all. I've given you everything I have, and I can't stand the thought of losing you. I'm not asking for anything unreasonable, am I? All I want is for you to stay with me, to be completely mine. You've never had to question my loyalty. I've always been here, always will be. I've never faltered. So why does it feel like I'm the only one uncertainty hurts so much. When you pull away, even just a little, I feel like I'm losing that connection. I need you to stay close to me, to remind me that I'm the one you want. You don't have to say it if you don't feel it, but I need to know that I haven't wasted everything, that you're still with me, still choosing me. I don't think I could handle the idea of you slipping away. The thought of you being with someone else, it's unbearable. Please, I'm asking you to reassure me. Show me that I'm the one who matters. I'll never ask you to love me the way I love you, but just show me that you're here for me, that I'm not alone in this. We've been through so much together, and I can't help but feel like we're too strong to let go now. I just need a little bit of reassurance. Just a promise. That's all. 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 That's all.